guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl TT Taught You. We're going to be having a chit chat. Get ready with me in this video. We're going to be talking about relationships and boundaries, but before we start talking, I want to make sure that you guys are going to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely share the video to any of your girlfriends or your boys. Let me know your feedback and your input. Leave a comment down below. And this is the look I have. This is the look I'm doing tonight for my dinner I have at 7 p.m. with the girls. So isn't it like she's giving? All right, let's get into it. All right, so as you can see, I already did my brows because last time I didn't like how they came out, and I used my same pencil I used last time, the e.l.f. spool brush for your brows. Okay, and I used the Anastasia dip pomade in a medium brown. So that's what I use for my brows. So let's put those aside. Next, we are going to add our eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to use the NYX eyeshadow base. Not too much of water. I like to use water just to get it wet a little bit. So you guys, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. One is setting boundaries, not only in relationships but in friendships. You know what I mean? I honestly feel like you have different kinds of friends that cannot be mixed with other groups of friends that you have, because you just know that they might just simply won't be compatible with each other, or you rather keep your relationships you know, in a healthy space, as you should. You want to have relationships in a healthy space. So I feel like boundaries should be necessary for friendships and relationships. So I feel like a lot of people can relate to this, but like, I feel like there is a time and place for conversations, and I feel like if you know I'm in a relationship, you shouldn't call me past a certain time. Like, I feel like for appropriate time frame should be above 11 p.m. and after 9 a.m. Anything after that, if it's not an emergency, do not contact me. And I feel like some people, they just don't care about your boundaries. And excuse me, I'm a kind of person where the minute I bring it up, I shouldn't have to say it multiple times over and over and over again. If you don't respect my boundary, you don't respect me as a friend. Simple as that. All right, next, we are going to use the RIVIERA palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is gorgeous. So I'll show you guys the palette real quick. All right. And it is so pretty, you guys. Look at it. She is gorgeous. Oops, I just dropped the pen. My bad. Not the pen, the brush, but she is gorgeous. Anyways, so let's see. What am I feeling today? I feel like another, not relationship boundary, but a friendship boundary could be when I said earlier about when it comes to mixing your friends. I feel like certain friends don't mix with other friends. And I feel like you should really be wise when it comes to bringing your coworker friends around your personnel friends. You know what I mean? You don't want them to slightly say too much to your coworker friend. Does that make sense? So I personally feel like you can meet some cool ass friends at work. You really can. I'm going to use Estate. Estate is pretty. That one's right here. I use Estate right below my brow. So I feel like you can really have a cool friend from work after you leave the company, you know what I mean? Because you can really meet some genuine people from your job, you really can. But I feel like when it comes to just hanging out with them outside of work, be very selective and smart with who you want to bring around you in your personal life, because whatever they learn about you, they could use it against you at work. That's my personal opinion about that. So, all right. Boundary, I would say for relationships, I feel like for me, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a boundary, but I will say it's a rule I have. Never go to bed upset. I'm going to use, actually I'm going to use Palm. Palm is very pretty. That is that one right there. And I'm going to, let me just take off the brush. I'm going to use Palm right above my eyelid. But yeah, I feel like you should definitely not go to bed upset with your partner, relationship, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. I feel like you should squash it during the day, because last thing you need is to go to bed upset to your partner, with your partner. And the bedroom is a very intimate place of space. You're cuddling, you're holding hands, you're making love to them, you're watching TV. Those are forms of intimacy. So I feel like, why would I go upset at you in a safe space where I confined to you? You know what I mean? Where I've opened up myself vulnerably to you. So I have a rule, and I tell this to every guy that I date. Anytime we're upset at each other, talk about it during the day, because I don't want to go to bed upset at you. You know what I mean? Even if I'm not living with you, right? I don't want to go to bed upset, because the first thing I want to do is contact you, and that's the first thing that comes across my mind, is because I'm upset at you. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to go to bed upset. I want to be able to hold you. You know what I mean? So this looks so good. Look at that mocha color. It's really pretty. I'm going to use Coastline. This is Coastline. I'm going to use that right on my eyelid itself. Ladies, don't come for me now. Don't try to come for me. Don't cook for me. But I will say, when women are upset, they want to withhold themselves during a relationship and not make love to their partner. You get what I'm saying? Example. Let's say you are upset at your man, right? And you know, he wanna get into the vibe, you know, make love to you, you know, sleep with you, and you're over here, oh, I don't feel like it, you know, my back hurts. You're making excuses because you don't want to have sex. Withholding yourself is a form of punishment in a relationship. It is a form of punishment. Don't get upset at me. And the reason why it's a form of punishment is because you're not telling your partner up front what really is bothering you. And let's say they do ask you what's bothering them, you don't want to talk about it. That's not fair. That's being childish. That's being corny. That's being unfair. All right, I'm done using my palette. Let me put the brush back. I am not too crazy about the brush that came with it. The end of this part is good, like it's nice, but the other side, I feel like it's too big for my lid. I think it should be smaller for an eyebrow brush. Maybe if I trim it down, then it'll be okay, but whatever. Okay, next, as you can see, I don't want to make it too crazy today. Usually I like to go for a natural look anyways. I'm going to use the MAC Studio Sculpt SPF 15 foundation in the shade NC40. But yeah, think about it. Your man trying to make love to you. Your man want to sleep with you. He's trying to catch a vibe. You know what I mean? Trying to get all sexy time with you. He wants to have some sexy time. And you want to be over here like, my back hurts. Whatever, like, I want to watch this movie. Like, girl, you're withholding yourself, and you know it's because you're upset because things didn't go your way or whatever happened in the argument. But what you should properly say is tell your man, like, you know, I don't really feel vulnerable to want to sleep with you or not after the discussion that we just had. You know what I mean? It's okay to be honest, but to make fake excuses as to why you don't want to sleep with him, ladies, I'm gonna put my hair back now. Clip by Sally's. Clip from Sally's. What was it? Salon Care. And I'm using my e.l.f. sponge. But yeah, it's not fair, bro. Like, it's not fair. Everybody complains. Correction. Everybody says that they are an adult and claims to be an adult until it's time to have adult-ass conversations. That's what I said what I said. The amount of times I met somebody, they're like, yo, aren't you like 29? Aren't you like 30? Aren't you 27 years old? Like, come on now, we grown. And then the minute I want to have a serious conversation with somebody about an uncomfortable situation, I'll call you back. I'll talk to you later. I'm not really in the mood to talk about this right now. Can you talk to me later? And then never talk about it ever again. That doesn't tell me you have emotional intelligence. Like, that just tells me you're childish. You know what I mean? Imagine you trying to talk to your partner about something that's really been bothering you, and they attack you, they belittle your problem, what's that big of a deal, You're not giving your partner a safe space to open up and express how they truly feel. Nobody likes that feeling where you're walking on eggshells. Side note, if you're walking on eggshells, or you feel like you're walking on eggshells with your partner, that is actually a toxic trait. If you feel like you don't know how to approach somebody about it because you notice how they react when it comes to having certain conversations that are serious or need to be discussed, and you feel like you're walking on eggshells, that is a toxic trait. You should be able to give your partner a safe space for communication to talk about what they want to say, to freely express how they feel about something that's been bothering them. You know what I mean? I've been there before where I tried to have a conversation about something that was bothering me, and I noticed that every time I brought it up, like at first, he said, all right, like, you know, I'll figure it out, like I'll talk to them, you know what I mean? And then I noticed every time I'll bring it up, because it kept happening, he would eventually snap. So that told me something is up. You get what I'm saying? That told me it's more than what meets the eye. You know what I mean? But sometimes I feel like if I was a dumb, oblivious bitch, I probably would be happy in love. I am so serious. I really feel like if I was dumb and oblivious to shit, I probably would be happy in love. But I have seen a lot of things and I peep so much. Maybe it's the Capricorn in me. I can't let it slide. You know what I mean? I peep a lot of shit. I'm very observant. And I don't bring awareness to it until it is necessary. You know what I mean? Cool. Alrighty then, we are now going to use, what's on my face? Is that a feather? Oh, it's a piece of my hair. I'm going to use this, the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish in the shade Light Sand. Actually, let me use this hand so you can see it. Okay. But yeah, like, and you're probably wondering, like, my marital status. I am single. I have been single since September 2023. That's when I broke up with my ex, and I'm not saying I have all the answers, you know what I mean? But I will say I have a good head on my shoulders to know how to articulate myself when it comes to having a serious conversation or when it comes to handling myself. You know what I mean? We didn't work out. It's okay. There's no bad blood towards him. There's certain things that I feel like you shouldn't be learning after a breakup. You ever break up with somebody and like you're like, yo, I had no idea this is how this person moved, but you don't see things clearly until you step out of that situation. You know what I mean? So I discovered things that I was not really really fond of after my boyfriend had broken up with me. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like it shouldn't be that way. I feel like you should know things about your partner, you know, in and out. I'm not saying piece by piece, like dissecting everything, but it just makes you look like, okay, like now that we're not together and I hear these things and I see these things for myself, you're like, now I see why we broke up. Or you could be like, now I'm happy that you broke up with me. You know what I'm saying? That's your loss, not mine. So, but you know what they say, truth always comes to surface. Truth always comes to light. Going to add my Airspun loose face powder. I'm going to dab with my e.l.f. sponge. Did y'all hear my stomach growl? Onto my forehead, it's in my upper cheekbone, and I'm going to do a little bit on the chin and a little bit on my lower jaw, right? Okay. Let me know how y'all feel too about the topics that we had discussed right now on my YouTube video, because everybody is free to their own opinion. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna knock nobody. I like to be, you know, open-minded and curious what people have to say on what they feel, because maybe somebody else, it could be like, well, Tina said made no sense. You know what I mean? Somebody else goes, oh no, actually she makes perfect sense, you know? I think what I said in the video honestly makes perfect sense. You're upset at your man, tell your partner. I don't think it's emotionally mature for you to say, yeah, I'm fine, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. And deep down, it's really bothering you. You know what I mean? You know how those memes on Instagram and they be like, I didn't think it's funny. What? No. Express how you feel. It's called having emotional intelligence. You want to create a safe space for your partner to truly express how they feel about something. Listen, I want to talk about what happened the other day. I didn't really appreciate when you such and such and this and that. I felt like you were da-da-da-da-da. Simple. It's really that simple. All right. The next step is going to be the bronzer, correct? Right? I put my highlighter. I put my foundation. I put on the powder. Yeah, we're going to use, actually, let me show you guys the box first. The classic one, a classic OG one right here. It is Jaclyn Cosmetics. I'm going to use her Bronze and Blushing Duo. Fire, by the way. Let me show y'all the palette. It's pretty, and I like the case of it. Like, it's so pretty. And this is it. Oh, so pretty. So we are going to use my Sephora brush, Sephora blush and bronzer brush. This is the one that I used last time that was in a set of 5 or 6, I believe. Yeah, so I'm going to stroke it. Put some on my forehead. I want to go for like a lighter bronze look today. This looks really good. Seriously. Jaclyn girl did that. Period. All right. I am going to use that. All right. And then I'm gonna hold that off. I'm gonna use the blush. I'm going to use the Too Faced in deep medium. Too Faced bronzer in a deep medium, and I just wanted to add a little bit more for definition. Looks pretty good. I will say what I have learned in my previous relationship, for example. Whew. To peep the red flags in the beginning. And I will say stop trying to see the best in people. Take people for surface level. You know what I mean? Things that I noticed that was not going to be a big of a deal to me in the beginning ended up being a problem later on in the relationship. You know what I mean? That's on me. That's on motherfucking T. All right, I'm going to put this one away. I'm going to pull out my, where is it? Oh yeah, my NARS Laguna collection in shade 6. I'm only gonna use it on my nose, not for my face, because I'm going for a lighter look today. So let's just draw my nose real quick. That's really good. I'm so happy that I have, like, not have, but I know how to do makeup in different ways. You know what I mean? I used to be a cream contour palette girl from Elf Cosmetics, and I still use those palettes. You know, I still have them. I didn't throw them away or anything. I just like that when I learn different ways to do makeup, I could be a chameleon. Maybe you like to use cream products instead. Some people like to use pressed powders instead, and it's okay. But I'm happy that I have versatility because it comes in handy. Bam, look at that. Look at that nails. That's it. Would y'all be a makeup artist? Would y'all do that? I feel like it's meant pressure. Because imagine if you fucked up on their face and they're like, you made me look like a bronze clown. Like, I would be so tight. I remember I got a while ago, like, remember when Fenty just dropped? Fenty Beauty by Rihanna just dropped. I was trying to get that foundation, and I remember the color too. I bought foundation shade 360, and it was just fucking off, bro. In a Sephora employee helped me get it, and I was just like, oh no, bitch, this is just not the shade for me. Anyway, next I'm going to use my same shade, same palette again from Jaclyn earlier. I'm going to use the blush. There we go, super pretty. Let me read the back so you guys can know what shades these two are. I believe they have it on the box, on the lid. I apologize. Yeah, it is. It is, the blush is in Sunkissed, and the bronzer is called Bronze Moments. It is super pretty. Look at that. I am going to use, oh, my highlighter. Yeah, let's wake that up. I'm going to use MAC highlighter in Whisper of Guilt Extra Dimension Skin Finish. This is really nice. Ooh, same brush again from earlier. Not highlighter. I lied. This is the wrong brush. Tina, slow down. I'm going to use the same brush earlier the same collection that I used earlier. This is the highlighter brush. I'm going to stroke my nose, rub it on my forehead, make a V on the sides of my eyebrow. I love how it's about to be spring, y'all. Like, spring is what, March 12th, and I can hear the birds chirping. Yo, because I don't like being cold. I'm a winter baby, but when it gets too cold and the slushy snow makes a fucking mess and your car is like acidy, dirty, dingy color, I hate it. I hate it so much. Anyways, I'm going to use my triangular puff that I got from Amazon and just do the corners. Last time I was editing the video, I saw like some dust on my face. I was like, TT, how did you not see that shit? Like, girl. Girl. I was like, damn, nobody said me. Y'all let me look a damn fool. It's okay. If you didn't see it, you didn't see it. But I saw it. I saw it for sure. And the feedback I got had nothing to do with it. Like, y'all love the video. I appreciate y'all. Y'all were awesome. Y'all are amazing. Really appreciate the subscribers. Really appreciate the comments and the love and the likes. But nobody noticed that little, I had a little on the side of my face. So today we're going to make sure we don't see that again, okay? Stoic fui, stoic fui. Look at that. Gorgeous. All right. Makeup was super quick today. Right? A little bit, kind of, sort of. No, maybe. All right, y'all. So now that we got that done by the way, I am going to brush it off with my e.l.f. blending brush, just the excess. Cool. And I'm going to spray my face with the NYX matte finish. Okay. Okay, last but not least, actually I have 2 more steps. Since I already put on the setting spray, I'm going to now do my lashes. Like I told you last time in the video, in the first Get Ready With Me, I said I was going to do the mascara first, but after I made the video, a little bit of the mascara had bled. I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And baby, like I said before, she be snatched to the god. I think it looks good. What do y'all think, darling?
Better than sex, baby, might be just better than sex.
Girl, which one?
So we're done with that. And I'm going to use my MAC lipstick. It is going to be in the shade Beam There, Done That. They're so funny. That looks so good. That looks so good. Let me take out the hair clip. Look at her. This looks so good. I also believe by the time this video is being uploaded in 2 weeks, I think that my hair care routine will be already uploaded. I look like a doll, like. All right, you guys, and there you have it, our completed look for dinner.
Amazing.
Anyway, if you guys have any questions or comments or feedback you want to add about our topics of discussion pertaining to relationships and boundaries, please feel free to throw it in the chat and the comments below. I will see you guys in our next video, and stay tuned. Have a glorious day.